This is the atom you were taught, a tiny ball with electrons orbiting like planets. It is almost completely wrong. So what does an atom really look like? And have we ever actually seen one? An atom is about 1/10 of a nanometer across. If an apple were blown up to the size of the Earth, its atoms would be roughly the size of the original apple. For most of history, seeing one was considered impossible. Here is the problem. To see something, you bounce light off it. But light is a wave, and visible light's waves are thousands of times wider than an atom. It is like trying to feel the shape of a grain of sand using ocean waves. This is the diffraction limit. No optical microscope, no matter how powerful, can ever resolve a single atom. So how did we know atoms and electrons even existed? We didn't see them. We inferred them. In 1897, J.J. Thomson fired a beam through a vacuum tube, bent it with a magnet, and proved the electron was real without ever seeing one. In cloud chambers, we saw only their tracks like footprints in the snow. And this famous planetary model, a useful guess and physically wrong. The answer in 1981 was to stop using light entirely. The Scanning Tunneling Microscope drags a needle so sharp that its tip is a single atom, a hair's breadth above a surface. A ghostly quantum current leaps across the gap, and by measuring it, point by point, we build an image of the atoms themselves. For the first time in history, we could see them. Then, in 1993, scientists used that same needle to arrange 48 iron atoms into a perfect ring. And inside it, they saw something breathtaking. Ripples. Real electron waves standing still, exactly as quantum theory predicted. And in 2018, it got even more unbelievable. A physicist trapped a single atom in an electric field, lit it with a laser, and photographed it with an ordinary camera. That faint dot, suspended between two needles, is a single atom, visible to the naked eye. But here is the twist. The electron is the one thing we can never photograph like this. As far as we can tell, it has no size at all, a perfect point. And it doesn't orbit. It doesn't even have a fixed position until you measure it. The truest picture of an electron isn't a ball. It's a cloud of probability. This is simply where it might be. And we have gone further still. Electrons move in attoseconds, a billionth of a second. In 2023, the Nobel Prize went to scientists who made flashes of light short enough to freeze that motion. We can now, in effect, film an electron moving inside an atom. So what does an atom truly look like? Not a tiny solar system, a dense nucleus, wrapped in a shimmering, uncertain cloud of electrons that are everywhere and nowhere at once. For thousands of years, it was invisible. Now, we have held one in a photograph and watched the cloud itself move. Follow the quiet dark for the universe you were never told about. If an electron has no size and no fixed position, is it even a thing? Tell me below.